Hey guys, it's Doug here bringing you the next episode in Clank in Space. This will be episode 2. We did 2 turns last episode. I did some rules explanation. Now we're going to get into, I don't know, as many turns as we can get done in a reasonable amount of time. So let's get started. Now we're going to launch the turn with our blue player, who's player number 1. And he's starting to make some headway. We're going to take a look at the cards that he's got available to him. And we're going to see what he gets. So let's go do that and get the game started. So, we are just about to be able to get farther into the spaceship and get into, whatever his name is, Doctor or Evil Emperor, I don't know, whatever. I can look up his name again. I can't remember his name. Edradicus. Yeah, we're going after the Emperor Edradicus' treasure trove and try and steal from him to show that he is not the most powerful being in the universe. That's what we're trying to do. And we're going to do that with our deck of cards. So I'm going to get the... blue player only has 2 cards left. So these are the 2 first draws he's going to get. Boldly Go and Hack. I'm going to shuffle up his... Oh wait, that was his drop. Oh my god, I'm making mistakes already. You know what? I have such a bad cold. I probably shouldn't be doing this today, but I want to keep going through the playthrough. Here's his hand right here. Okay, let's go take a look at his hand. Alright, so we do have a Boldly Go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 hacks. That's going to give him 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purchasing power, 2 movement for our blue player. Where is he going to go with all that? That's pretty crazy stuff. He could make some pretty big moves with 2 points. I think what we're going to do with him is we're going to get deep in the station. Let's do that. Okay, here's our blue player. We got 2 moves. So we're going to move 1 in here, which means he's going to get to collect this token, which is going to be an extra movement. We're not going to need to use that. Well, you know what? We might be able to use that right now. But for his second movement, he's going to pop into here and grab one of these. It is a health token. So I think what we're going to do, yeah, I think we got an option here. All right, yeah, I think, yes, we do. Okay, well, so here's what he's going to do. He's going to use this token already to move. We're going to move him 1 further along this path, right here. And then he is going to place his data node. Now that is unfortunately going to give him a hit, but he's also got this token, which allows him to heal. So he's going to burn that token as well, going to rather. I'm saying gonna, that's not good. And then we're going to do a point of damage to him, but we're going to take it away because he healed it. So we're in good shape there. Let's go back to where he was. So now what we get to do with the data node is we get to place that right there. He has placed his first data node, which means he's 50% of the way in the ability to get into the command center and grab himself a token. Now we got 6 points to buy stuff with, and I'm seriously wondering, I don't have any ability. I don't think he's taken much in the way of the ability to attack. So I think, is there anything? Let's go take a look at the board. I'm looking at the board right now. There's really nothing that's worth him buying in the marketplace at this time, except for the Android Diva, which costs all of 6. But his shortcut into here is blocked. He'd have to go around here and he has to stop, or he could go this way but to take 2 movement. I think I'll do that. So what's he going to do? He's going to buy the Android Diva, and thanks Polly for pointing out Lilu. There's a multi-pass because it's got movement on it. So we're going to take that. That's going to go into his discard pile. It cost him 6. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of his points to spend right there, and it also has a faction on it, which might help him later. So we're going to take that. We're going to get his discard pile. Now for his next 2 cards, he does have this. And we're going to draw, but first we're going to draw a new card to the row and see what happens. Okay, let's get a new card out. What do we get? Oh, on Acquire, this is a good card actually. It's this Door Hack. On Acquire you get 2 movement. It gives you 1 plus movement. If you trash any card this turn, you get 2 more. That's a pretty cool card for only a 3 cost, but it has some penalties to it. There's a cost to it. Okay, let's go back to finishing drawing our cards. I got to shuffle up his deck. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Now we're going to shuffle his deck up just a little bit and give him 3 more cards. Okay, that'll do. 1 is Phaser. That's good, actually. 2, 3. Okay, so you got a couple of hacks. not the best for him, but he does have a phaser and a bolt of go. So he's going to get to move into that room and not have to stop necessarily with the two baddies there that he has to fight. That's not going to be so bad. So here's the hand for our orange player. He's got his phaser, which is 2. We might attack something in the row. There's a couple things he can actually defeat in there that might help him. We got, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 points to spend plus a movement. Now, unfortunately for him, he really doesn't have a lot he can do. I'm thinking that we're going to, you know, we have the ability to stop on the. We can use the conveyor belt. He's the only one within range of the conveyor belt. Let's take a look at that. So here he is. Now we can move him along the same path as the other guys, and he can chase them. Or he has a couple options. He could go up this way and across here and get in here and be by himself with these tokens. That might be a good way to go. Which means he'd have to move up to here. He's only got one movement, and then he can attack something and buy something. Or he can jump on this, and you can move to any point, obviously up to here, and get off on the track. So he could get all the way to here and then move into there. I don't know which way would be better. Oh, there's a data node that does 2 points of damage if he puts his node there. Yeah, well, there's actually lots of places to put your data nodes in there. I think, yeah, let's do that. I want to double check the conveyor movement just to make sure that I don't screw that up. But I think once you take a movement point on it. Also, these symbols here, you can see with the 3s on them, those allow you to buy from the marketplace. So he could, if he had enough money, which he doesn't, he could buy from the marketplace. But the conveyor, hyperlift and telepaths. Okay, the hyperlift is a series of spaces running through the center of the ship. If you are on a hyperlift space, you may move along its marked path to any other hyperlift space. Okay? So with one movement, I think, does he just move on to it? I think he does, because it says when you're on a hyperlink. So he'll move there, so then he can move to here and get out. That's not a big deal. So he'll just be right there, I guess. And next turn, he's going to jump into there, because that'll allow him to start gathering these tokens here. There's all kinds of stuff there. And let's go now to the buy section, because the market, because not the market, but the card row, so that we can buy some stuff. Okay, well, we got a couple things to do here. First off, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 points to spend, so I don't know that he can do much here as far as purchasing. Everything costs, well, except for this door hack. The door hack costs 3. He might take that. But, and this guy costs 4, the information broker. He gives you 2 points, and then as a faction symbol, yeah, I think he might do that, and then another phaser would give him his 4 points. But we can defeat this security officer and take 2 Clank out of the pool. So he's going to do that. He's using his 2 points with his phaser to defeat this guy. That's going to go in the discard pile. And then we'll at the end of the turn we'll draw another one. And then he's going to buy the information broker for 4, and that will be all of his that'll be his total points to spend. So I'm putting that in his discard pile, and that will be all of his cards to spend. And that's he's going to have to shuffle up too. But first we're going to draw one of these out. Man, we've been lucky. We haven't had any activity from Dr. Ridiculous or the evil Emperor Edradicus. So we got the Baron, and we got another card to put out. Oh, nope, still good. Another security officer. The Baron is pretty cool. He's expensive with 5, but he gives you 2 points, combat, and a movement. It says worth 5 if you reach an escape pod. So if you get out with him, you're good. Okay, let's go get some new cards for our orange player. Okay, these 3 cards were still in his draw pile, so I'm going to shuffle up his deck right here. Just give it a couple shuffles. I'm doing it off camera. You don't need to see it, right? I'll do a cut, just so you know I'm not cheating. Not that it matters. I'm playing a multiple player game against myself. So, all right, we're going to draw 2 more cards. One, a stumble. Oh, both of his stumbles. That's not good. Okay, well, he does get 2, and I hadn't done it yet. Take 2 Clank out of the pool. Plus, I forgot, well, we'll get to white player. We got a lot of cool things going on. But this is going to be his hand, and that is going to mark the end of the orange player's turn. Now we're going to go to the white player, who is messing with my camera, apparently. Here is the white player. We got him right here. He is going to move, but I'm going to do something first. We got to take a look at his cards, and I haven't done that yet. So his hand includes a stumble, so we'll just get rid of that and put a white cube in the Clank pile. And he's got another stumble. We'll get rid of that, put another white cube in the Clank pile, but at least those are in his discard pile for now. And then 3 hacks. So this guy, he's not even going to get to move. Let's go spend 3 points and see what we can get. Well, we can't get much, but he does have this token. So he's going to have to stay here. He can't move any further, but he does have this token, which does 2 hits. He's going to burn that token and take out one of the other security officers. So he is going to beat the security officer that's in the hallway there, which allows him to take those 2 Clank back out of the pile. And then we're going to have to go draw another card and spend his 3 points. The only thing in the card row that's 3 points is this. So what he can do is get another Boldly Go and get some. I think this will be. Well, the door hack can do the same because we also get 2 movement. I think he's going to do this. This is 3 points. There's his points. That's going to go in his discard pile. But on acquire, he's going to get to move 2. So we need to do that. We got to replace. Well, we're not done yet. Let's go do that movement first and then replace his cards. Okay, so here's the white player. He's going to move in there. He's going to get this token. I don't know what that one does. Let me check it out. What is this one? It's a crazy looking token. Vaporizer. At the end of your turn, trash a card from your discard pile or play area. Return the card and token to this box. Okay, well, we'll keep that. There's no reason to use that right now. That was one of 2 movement points. For a second movement point, he'll move in there. He cannot use that data node, so he's got to gather 2 movement points to continue on, or he can go into here and just stop. But yeah, that's pretty good so far. We'll get there and see what we can do. Now that's his entire turn, so I'm going to discard his cards. We're going to draw up new cards. It's just like the other players. He's limited on cards right now. Okay, here is his draw pile. We're going to have to shuffle up and get him some new cards to play. And see what he gets. Now, the one that made real progress this turn so far was our blue player. He really got some stuff. He got his data node down. That was pretty important. But he's kind of trapped in there unless he can get some movement going on. We'll see what he gets. We'll see what he does next turn. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. So next turn for the white player, we're going to have a hack, a Boldly Go, a hack, a scramble. So we got some stuff to do. We're going to have a couple of movement points. That's good. That's what he needed. He needed at least 2. Doesn't have any attacks, so he can't go the way of the robots, but he can move and get a big token if he gets lucky enough to do that. The reason I say that is because the blue player might get there first. We'll see. Speaking of the blue player, we're going to refill the card row, and then we're going to wrap back around to the blue player's turn. It's been an interesting game so far. No attacks yet, and no. We haven't taken any tokens that get us an attack, and we haven't done anything else. Okay, Lord Edradicus has come out himself. Oh my gosh, he's nasty. All right, well, this first off is going to mean he is going to attack. So we're going to do an attack this turn, and it says defeat. You get 7 credits. All players get a health and move the boss marker back on the space, but he takes 4 hits to knock him down. He comes at us. And then the next card we get is going to be an android runaway. He's 4. He does 2. He gives me 2 credits plus a movement, and I can play a faction and then gain another movement from him. Okay, so we are going to do a dragon attack. Now, how does Edradicus is attacking us? Let's go do that. So the first thing that we do is we take all of this Clank and we put it in the bag, this bag here, which I'm doing now. And on the first turn, since we're playing a 3-player game, we're going to start. He's going to attack 2 people. So I'm going to go crazy, get in the bag here. I'm not looking, shuffling them all up so we get a good spread. First one is a blue. So the blue player took a wound. Okay, so this little camera stand I have here that I'm using right now to play this, to do something a little different, is also very light and falls over. 2 blue cubes. Oh my gosh, the blue player took 2 points of damage already. That is rough. What does that look like? Well, there is the track, and you can see he's pretty damaged. He's going to need some healing. He doesn't have any right now. So for all his good luck earlier, he has now suffered some bad luck. At least, and maybe that's why Edradicus went after him first, because he had the data node, right? Okay, well, let's... oh, and speaking of that, I think I need to draw 1 more cube, and I'll tell you why. Yes, when we take a data node, we're supposed to move him up 1, and we did that. So he has gone up the track 1, which means I'm going to go get the bag out. We're going to draw another cube, just see if it's not another blue cube. That'd be bad for the blue player. It is a black cube, so it's nobody. That just goes in the discard for that right now until we fill it back up. There are some cards that make it go back up. All right, now we're done with that. The Edradicus is attacked, and now we can move on to the blue player's turn. Okay, here's his hand. So he's got a hack for 2 points. He's got his phaser, which will give him a point in attack. 2 more, so that's 2, 3. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 points to spend again, a movement and an attack. So what is he going to do? Well, I think I already know. This is a no-brainer for him. This is a big no-brainer for him, actually. So here we go. Let's go do his stuff. Okay, so here we are with the blue player. First thing, he's going to spend his 1 movement point and his phaser to move into here. Remember, there's 2 guys there, which means for him to avoid any damage, further damage, he has to move into here and attack those robots. His phaser allows him to get through there without taking any damage, and he gets another token. It's one of those vaporizer tokens. But he gets to place his other data node here for 4 credits. So he's going to do that, and we're going to give him 4 credits. That puts him up to 6 total credits, which is pretty good. So we are going to move Edradicus up 1 more. He's getting pissed off. He's hearing the data nodes go off. And that was a good turn for our blue player as far as movement goes. Now he gets to buy. He's got 6 points again. And I'm pretty sure I know what he wants here. Because he, I think in his deck, if I recall, yeah, he's got that Android Diva. And if he gets the, man, it's a real toss-up between this Android Runaway and the Baron. Let's go look. Okay, so we got he's 5 and he's 4. If we get 4, I could get him another phaser perhaps. That'd be pretty good for our guy. But the Baron, man, that's 5 more points when you exit. Just think though, if I play the Diva in here and get this guy going, gives him extra movement. So I think we're going to do that. That's a better play for right now, I think. We're going to get these 2, another phaser and an Android run. That's for 6 points. That's going to go in his discard pile, along with his hand, because that was his entire play. Now we're going to draw 2 cards out. We get a Door Sentinel, which is, we can defeat him. We get a move. When we defeat him, we are going to get another attack. So they're starting to come up. And an Acoustic Spanner. It's cost 4. It says on acquire, trash a program in your play area or discard pile. Draw a card that you then you may trash a program in your play area or discard pile. I don't know what that means yet. We got to look that up. It's cost 4, it's worth 1 victory point at the end. But we are going to have an attack from the Door Sentinel. So he's going to cause another attack for us. It's going to be 3 cubes because of where Edradicus is now. Let's go do that. Alright, let's see what we get. Try to shuffle them up. Blue doesn't want any more to come out. Here's 2. 2 blacks, that's good. That means nobody gets hurt. 1 more. And it's going to be, whoa! There we go again, man. This camera, I tell you, I don't know if I like it or not. Or a camera stand, rather. Okay, so it's 3 black. That's not going to be too bad. And I've almost knocked the camera stand over, what, 3 times now? Could be partly my cold. Could be just my inability to manage this little stand. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to draw his new hand of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see what he gets. He gets a stumble, a hack, a boldly go, and a hack. Not very good there. Okay, that is going to be the blue player's turn. Now we're going to move on to the orange player. I got his cards already out here, so I'll just put them out for you. He's got a hack, a stumble, 2 stumbles. That's terrible. A boldly go and a scramble. So we'll take care of the 2 stumbles right now. Here's his 2 stumbles and 2 clank go into the clank pile. But he does have 2 movement points and 1, 2, 3, 4 purchasing. So I think what we'll do with him is, well, he was going to go for that data node, but he can't because he doesn't have enough. He only has 2 movement. So what he's going to do is he's going to move down here. Now remember, we're trying to get that way, but he's going to move here with his 2 movement points and then get this token. That is a Flash of Brilliance. Immediately draw 3 cards and then return the token to the box. Okay, well that token is gone. We're going to draw his 3 cards. We get 1, 2, and 3. What do we get? Scramble, access, and hack. So he's got 2 more movement points now. Or rather 1 more. Yeah, 2 more movement points because the hack and the scramble. Where does he want to go? What's cool? What is cool for him? Well, let's take a look at the teleporter pad. He's right next to it. What does it do for him to get on that pad? Or he could move into, well, no, that's not useful, is it? He could move through here, and no, he can't because that takes 2. What is it? Okay, teleporter pad. Okay, the telepads are not physically connected like the hyperlifts. They work instead using matter streaming technology. They also require a telepass purchased in the marketplace. Oh, so you can't really do anything with those. All right. Well. Let's see. I suppose he could move by it. He just can't use it. He needs a multipass. He doesn't have enough movement to keep going. He's got 2 movement. He could... Geez, I don't know what to do with him. He could move back up here and around this way. He would take 2 hits to go there. He could go to here for nothing. And then maybe... Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to go 1, 2, and that's going to put him back there. That's all he can do. And then next turn, he'll move here. Well, that stops him. It'd be better for him to go 1 and just not make the move. Try to make the move next turn to get here and drop a data node. That seems like a better way to go. I think he'll do that. Okay. It doesn't say you can't stop on those, so I assume you can. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points to spend. 6 points to spend. I already know what he's doing. He is going to pick up... Yeah, he... Oh, well, I'm moving the wrong dude, guys. I'm on orange. Oh my gosh. That was the wrong character. Oh, I totally screwed that up. So, okay, well, we know what he's going to do on his turn. On white, what White's going to do? We're going to get his token back. Put that back here because we're going to probably play something similar. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of those 3 extra cards he got. That's not him. Sorry, folks. All right. Also, this entire thing was the... No, that was the orange guy's deck and everything. That was correct, just up to the point where I drew the 3 extra cards. Okay. So we took care of his stumble. Now we got to move him. Let's go actually move the right player. I'm telling you, this cold is going to knock me out, isn't it? Sorry, guys. All right, here's the orange player. So he had, what do you have? He had 2 move, 4 points in the stumble. We already took care of that. So he'll move here. The only problem with that is if he places down in there, he's going to take 2 wounds, but he's going to get one of his data nodes out. He's also got another movement. So he could... Yep, let's do this. So we're going to definitely place one of his data nodes down. Right there. So he's got one of 2. That will, unfortunately, put 2 hits up here on his damage track, so he now has 2 wounds. And then for his next move, he'll just move over 1. And then we can't buy the Baron, unfortunately, because we only have 4 points. So I think what he's going to do is get a couple of phasers, because we got some fighting. Looks like we got some robots in the hallway, and he wants to be able to defeat the big bad guy. So that is going to be his discard pile. I mean, at least I drew the right cards. That was not good. And we're going to draw his new hand of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You kind of know what some of it was. Hack, hack, scramble, hack, and access is his new hand. All right. Well, there we go. Now we're moving on to the white player. Okay, white player is way down here, and his cards... Oh, wait, no, we're not. Yeah, we didn't do anything in the row. We didn't buy anything in the row, so we're fine. We don't have to do anything else. Okay. We got 1. He's got 2 movement, so we are going to be able to do that. We're going to go here for the 2 movement, and then we're going to pick up that token, which is what he would have done, which is going to give him 3 more cards to spare this turn. 3. Which is going to be a hack, and the Exo Stomper. You may trash a card from the adventure row. I might trash Edradicus. That might be an interesting one, right? I don't know. We'll see. But that does give him... Now his movement is... He didn't get the additional movement. So what he's got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points to spend and 2 attack. 9 points. So 9 points he can do... yeah, I think what he's going to do is he's going to do 5... which he's going to take the Baron. The Baron is good. And then he'll do, while they're still out there to get, 2 more phasers for his attack. And then he still has this exosuit, trash a card from the adventure row. I think I'm going to trash this acoustic spinner because I really don't have any idea what it does. He's going to trash that. That's going to go away. Get a better card out. I don't know what that... I'm just doing that because he can. He didn't really have a card that he really wanted to trash. Now we got to go replenish the adventure row. He is here. Hopefully he'll get some attacks and be able to move through here better. Right, here's the adventure row. Let's get our first card out. It's going to be this Shredder Bot. Danger. So right now when we get an attack, we're going to pull an extra cube and we're going to get an attack. So... we're going to pull an extra cube for a boss attack, and we get another exterminator out, so something to buy there. Or, you know, we didn't use his 2 points of attack. So, the white player, he had 2 points of attack. Now, there was a security officer there that he would have probably done. Yeah, let's do that. He would have done that. He would have hit that guy for 2, taken him out of there, and gotten his 2. Oh, he didn't have any Clank in the out there, so he wouldn't have done that. he would have just gotten a credit from the goblin. So he's got 2 credits, a couple of tokens. He's doing pretty well. There. So we're going to do an attack from our big bad guy. Now we're going to, because of this card, we're going to draw an extra cube. So that's going to be a total of 4 cubes out of the bag. Let's see what we get. I think I got 3 in my hand. 4. Okay, all 4 are black. So nobody got hit in that attack, but man, it's coming soon, isn't it? All right, that was the white player again. Let's see. We can go back around and do one more round with the blue player. We'll do one more round of actions, and then we'll call it a day for the episode. So let's go back to the blue player. Okay, so he's got 2 stumbles. I'm taking 2 Clank out, putting them into the Clank pile with the orange players. And then he's got 1 movement point and 4 points to spend. So on his movement point, he can get somewhere, I think. No, he can't. He cannot get anywhere. He's stuck there. Wow, let me show you. Yeah, he's stuck there, and I don't think I think you have to move into there to take that token. I don't think you can just take it when you are in there. I'm going to double check that, but I do believe you have to move in there to take the token. I'm trying to see if it tells me anywhere, because it doesn't make it. I think you have to do that. The minor discoveries. I'm going to look at that off camera. Yeah, you have to move in there to take. He can't take that token. He can't get here. He might as well move up there because he's got 1 move. So he'll move here. That'll get him 1 step closer to one of these. And then he's got a lot of points to spend for. Well, he's got 4 points to spend. So, you know, the attack guys are getting down there quickly. He doesn't have any attack value in his hand, so he can't really. There's nothing that's worth 4 in the market. So he's going to buy 2 more phasers. That's going to be his turn. Okay, well, Mr. Blue, he's only got 1 card left. It's going to be the Diva. All right, the Android Diva. Now let's shuffle up his discard pile, which is all the rest of his cards because he just discarded and he had no cards. All right, well, we're going to see what he gets here. Maybe he gets the other guy. We can do a faction type play here. That would be interesting. Okay, so 1, a phaser. This is 3, 4, a hack, and 5, a stumble. Well, that's only 1 stumble. That's not terrible. Okay, and that is going to be his hand for next turn. Now, we did not take anything from the row, so that there's nothing that happens there. So we're going to move on to the orange player. Let's take a look at his hand. His hand consists of an access, 2, so he got 2 movement points, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 purchasing points. So with 2 movement, he can get somewhere. This is going to be really good for him. He is going to move 2 into here. Now you notice there's 2 data nodes there, so he's going to take this token first off, which is another one I haven't seen before. Oh, it's a multipass. Used during your turn to use all faction-related text on your cards during that turn. Outlaw, resistance, science, and this doesn't work for. Oh, I guess it doesn't work for using the telepaths. I thought that's what it said. Oh, that's a telepass, not a multipass. We need a telepass from the market. That's right. Okay, and since he's in there, he can drop his data node on that one that heals 2. So he's going to do that. Here's his data node. He's going to drop it right there. Both data nodes are in place now, and he gets 2 orange cubes back. So he has got both of his data nodes out, and he can go get a treasure. Pretty cool. But man, I wish he had 7. We're not getting any money. That's one of the biggest problems we have, is we're not getting cash. And he has no ability to attack. He's just got 4 points to spend. So I think what we'll do with him on the expenditure part is we're going to get him another. They need attack. He wants attack power too, so he's going to get 2 phasers. We're almost out of them. And then he's going to draw his hand. Again, we didn't take anything from the row, so there's no attacks by the bad guy. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's his new hand. Phaser, okay. The information broker, that's interesting. Another phaser, and he got his doctor, so he would have been able to heal a bit this turn too, but it's not going to matter for this turn. Now we're going to move then right on to the white player's turn because there is no attack or anything, nothing new to the card row. So here is the white player, and here's his hand. He's got the data miner. He's going to get 2 credits there, and if you've placed a data cube in he has not placed any of his data cubes, so that's too bad. He's got his door hack. He can trash a card to do that. Can you trash a stumble? if you trash any cards this turn. Oh, he has to have the ability to trash cards. So anyway, he's going to deal with the 2 stumbles right now. That'll put 2 white cubes in the Clank pile, and then he's got a movement, 2 movement, 3 movement, and just 1 credit. So he's 2 credits. So, well, for his credit buy, he's going to buy another one of those guys for his discard pile, and then he's got 1, 2, 3 movement to do. Let's see what he can do with that. Well, he can do. Now he's going to get. Well, here's what he's going to do. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then he's got a data node there. He's going to place the token in the data node and get 3 credits. That's not too bad. So now he's got 4 credits. He's almost able to buy something in the market. 4 credits, and he's got his data node. Now he's got to try and get through here and cut through the other side. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's his whole turn. And again, we didn't buy anything from the market row. So I'm going to discard his cards there and draw his new hand. That was all his cards, so he needs to draw a brand new hand. And we'll see where this goes. Let's see. Okay. I'll just shuffle a bit more off camera just so they get a good shuffle on it. Oh man, guys, I tell you, between my allergies and colds since I've gotten here in Austin, I used to never get sick. This was con crud though. But anyway, let me go turn that off. Well, you got to absolutely love my truly professional environment. Phones ringing, dogs barking, children yelling. Just awesome, right? But hey, it lets you know I'm a real person. So, all right, here's his cards. I'll just cut it one more time for you. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, this is the white player's cards. He's going to have a hack, the Baron. That's a really good card. Plus, it's worth 5 if we can get him out. The data miner. So these 2 homeboys, they're going to hang out together. They are not in the same faction though. And then a phaser and a boldly go. Okay, so that's not a bad hand for him. That's good. That's going to be the end of this play session. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I sure hope you're enjoying Clank in Space. I know it's a multiplayer game, but they're so fun. It's just such a lighthearted, fun game, and there's some new additions to this you're getting to see. So I hope you like it, and I will talk to you next time. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. If you celebrate it. If you don't, I can tell you guys, if you're in another country and don't celebrate Thanksgiving, go do it anyway. You get a big turkey, you get your friends around, stuffing and mashed potatoes, all cool stuff that we get fat on here in America. And then, you eat it with your friends and family and celebrate and be thankful for the things that you have. One of the things I'm thankful for are you guys. I'm thankful for the fact that I get to do this and you guys help support me. The more support you give me, the more I can do. But I appreciate all the support that I already get and hope to see more soon. So guys, thanks so much. Talk to you next time. Hope you're enjoying Clank in Space.